Hey guys, it's carsonmtech here, back with another video, and about 3 weeks ago, DJI graciously sent me out the brand new DJI Mavic Air 2, and in my time of using this, I have honestly loved this a ton, and it has been fantastic, but sadly enough, because they did send me this as a review unit, I do have to send it back soon. So because of that, I decided to go out and buy myself my own Mavic Air 2, and in that purchasing process, I had to go through the thought bubble of whether or not I believed it was worth it to get just the Mavic Air 2, or if it was worth it to get the Mavic Air 2 Fly More Combo. And as you can see, I decided to go with the Fly More Combo, and that's the whole premise of this video. Basically what I'm going to be doing is comparing the both of these and letting you know whether or not I believe it's worth it to get the Fly More Combo over just the Mavic Air 2, because there is a $190 difference between these two, but this does come with a decent amount of accessories. So what I'm going to be doing is doing a side-by-side unboxing between these two. I'll also be going through and testing all of the additional accessories that come with this in comparison to just the Mavic Air 2. And then at the end, I'll be answering the question of whether or not I believe it is worth it to get the Mavic Air 2 Fly More Combo over just the Mavic Air 2. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So on to the unboxing. Originally, my idea here was that I was gonna have these playing side by side and you'd watch it at a slower speed, but I found that that was way too difficult to pay attention to, so I'm just gonna speed through both of these unboxings side by side. And you can see it here. The biggest difference between just the Mavic Air 2 and the Mavic Air 2 Fly More Combo, as far as the accessories included, is that bag, the ND filters, a USB adapter, 2 additional batteries, more propellers, and a 3 battery charger for those additional batteries. So here you have it. Here is a top-down, side-by-side view of what comes in each box. So over on your left-hand side is everything that is included in the Mavic Air 2 plain box. You only get the Mavic Air 2 and these accessories. And then in the Mavic Air 2 Fly More Combo, on the right side is everything over here. So a couple things to point out between the two. You do get a substantially higher amount of propellers. So with the standard Mavic Air 2, you only get 2 additional propellers aside from the 4 that are on the drone itself. With the Mavic Air 2 Fly More Combo, you get a total of 8 additional propellers. So you can crash this drone or break propellers a number of times before having to go out and purchase your own propellers. You also get 2 additional batteries. Also below the battery is a dual USB charger that goes and can plug into the batteries themselves, which will convert the batteries into essentially power banks that can charge any device that has a USB-A lead on them. Also, of course, it does come with this fantastic carrying bag that can carry pretty much everything you see here. Finally, the last thing that is different between these two is the Mavic Air 2 Fly More Combo does come with some ND filters. It does only come with 3, but that is 3 more than just the Mavic Air 2 comes with, and I have never personally used DJI branded ND filters before, so we're gonna have to figure out how well those perform. But other than that, everything else is the same. As far as the drones go, those do have the same specs. There's nothing different between those. You've also got the same exact controllers between the two. They both come default with a lightning cable plugged into them, so there's that, but they do both have their individual converter cables. So you've got the USB-C to micro USB, and you've got the USB-C to USB-C. And then also, of course, it comes with the standard chargers. But other than that, there's nothing else that is included between these two. So with that being said, let's get out and start testing out some of these accessories. So first off, I'm going to talk about the bag. You may be asking yourself why I'm deciding to start off with this bag, and it's pretty plain and simple, and the fact of the matter is that everything goes inside of here, and if the bag isn't good, then you got to find another means of carrying your stuff around. As far as this bag itself, I am very pleased with its build quality. It is made of 100% polyester, and it's got this nice shoulder strap that is very highly adjustable. So if you're really tall, you can make it really, really long, and you can also make it really short if you're a shorter person. It's also got a handle here on the side, so if you would prefer to just carry it like so, you can carry it down to your side like this, which is pretty nice. And then as far as the zippers go, I haven't had any issues with snagging, which is like my #1 issue with a lot of different cheaper bags that you can get, but this one seems to be made very well because The zippers function great. I've actually been able to fit every single thing that came in the box inside of here, and everything fits very well. So the way that I've got this laid out is I've got the drone here over on the left side, and that's just simply because that's where the drone's supposed to go. It's even got a cutout foam in the bottom. Over to the right of that, I've got the 3 battery charger and then the 2 batteries stacked. And then moving over even further, I've got the USB-C cable, the power cable, as well as the power brick. On top of that, I've got the remote controller, and that fits in there very well. DJI did leave this cutout space right here, and that would absolutely clear the joysticks. So if you choose to keep those on, you could flip the controller around and just not have anything over here. I'm pretty sure it was DJI's intention to put propellers here because I can't think of anything else you'd want to put in this really compact pocket. Other than if you wanted to put your documentation in there, that might be a good spot to put that, but I've got that. And then up here on top is where I've got all the additional things that were included, such as the USB-A to the battery adapter, as well as the extra joysticks, and then also the ND filters. And speaking of ND filters, let's go and test these out on the drone, because I have tried out other companies' ND filters before, such as Freewell gear, but I've never tried DJI before, so let's go put these on the drone and see how well they work. So as far as the levels of the ND filters that come with the drone, it comes with a 16 ND, a 64 ND, and a 256 ND. So it gives you a pretty broad range as far as ND filters go. I personally usually use about a 16 on a daily use, but if you want to take a really long exposure or something like that, then a 256 would be perfect for that. So I've got nothing on the drone right now and I am in manual exposure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start recording and go down this main street. So I'm just going to fly down here. And one thing that you'll notice between this and when I do add the filters is the level of motion blur. So as you can see right now, it is pretty like crystal clear and kind of jittery if you're looking at it close enough. You want to have a shutter speed that is at least double your frame rate. So for me, I am recording in 30 frames per second, so I'd want around a 60 shutter speed. I gotta have it around 320th of a second right now. And that's fine in some scenarios if you're doing like action sports or you wanna get a really crisp image, then that would be perfect for that. But in my case, that's not necessarily what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna stop recording and I'm going to take some photos just to show you the difference there as well. So to put on the ND filters, I'm choosing to just power off the drone right now, just simply so I'm not straining the gimbal. All you gotta do is take the filter and spin it and then pull it off. All you gotta do then is take your filter of choice, which in my case, like I said, is a 16 ND, and then sit it on the camera and spin. And you are all set. That is the easiest process for putting on an ND filter that I've ever had, honestly. Like, the fact that this looks built in and like it was there the entire time now is pretty phenomenal. And I really like the fact that DJI has put some time into making sure that they can put ND filters on this drone. Because these do take place of the piece that already exists, you can put the gimbal guard over with the ND filters on. So here we are, I'm back up to where I was originally. I'm gonna hover around that 60 and I'm gonna fly down the street like I did before. Go into photo mode once again and take an image over where I was before. Taking an image there. The sky is still a little bit blown out, and one thing to mention is that these ND filters are not polarized. So if they were polarized, the sky would be blue and you'd be able to actually see it. But because these aren't polarized, you sadly can't do that. I haven't noticed any browning or anything with this ND filter, so there I'm very satisfied. These filters are amazing, and the fact that it has the broad range of them is super awesome. So now that the ND filters have been covered, the only two things left to cover really are the USB power adapter and the 3 battery charger. To start off with the 3 battery charger, one thing to note is that you cannot, the very first time, charge the batteries all on this 3 battery charger. For some reason, DJI does not even like leave a sticker on here or anything to let you know that unless you look online at forums. So what you have to do the very first time when charging all 3 of your batteries is to make sure to go and plug them in individually into the individual charger. And once they've hit 100%, you got to go and use them in your drone, and then you can use this 3 battery charger to charge them. So it will not charge all 3 at the same time, and that's just simply because the power going into this is not strong enough to charge all three at the same time, so it just charges one at a time, which is a little sad, but at least you don't have to pay attention and baby the batteries the entire time while they're charging. Moving to this power bank adapter, if you look at the specs, it's got an output of 5 volts at 2 amps on both of the ports. So as crazy as that is, that's almost as fast as my existing battery bank. And this one will output 5 volts at 2.4 amps. So the power bank adapter for the DJI batteries is very, very similar, so you will be able to charge relatively quickly. And just plugging this into the battery is very simple, so all you got to do is put the USB ports towards the back of the battery and then plug it into its port right here. It'll snap into place, it's on there pretty sturdy, and then all you got to do is power on the battery itself. And with this adapter, you can use both USB ports at the same time. Just looking at this in comparison to this power core, it is quite a bit thicker. So as you can see, it won't fit in your pocket as easily, but it is still possible. All right, so now to answer the question of whether or not it is worth it to get the Fly More combo over just the drone itself. If you're looking at a cost basis, 100%, because if you add up every single piece that additionally came with this Fly More combo in comparison to the Mavic Air 2, and you buy all the pieces brand new, so that's the bag, that's the additional propellers and the batteries, that all would add up to 484 United States dollars, which is crazy that they're able to discount it that much with the Fly More combo, because the additional accessories that you get there is only 100 and technically 189 US dollars if you're getting all those things. So I mean, if you're looking to even get 2 additional batteries, a single Mavic Air 2 battery costs $115. So if you're buying 2, which is the same as this comes with, you're already over the price of what this Fly More combo costs to get entirely. So I really appreciate their way of being able to add and give that value in the Fly More combo if you are looking to buy those additional accessories. And looking at it from my point of view, if you're not looking at it from just a cost perspective and you're looking at it from the perspective of, are these things even worth it that come with it? I 100% believe so. And I'm not just saying that because I bought this myself. I really do believe that in the long run, financially, it will make sense, and also just the added value that you get will make sense as well. If you would like to purchase either the Mavic Air 2 Fly More combo or the Mavic Air 2 individually yourself, I will be leaving affiliate links down below in the description, so that means that will help support me and this channel at no additional cost to you. So if you are interested in purchasing either of these, make sure you use those to support me. But with that being said, if you liked this video, make sure to let me know by clicking the thumbs up button down below, as well as subscribing for future videos like this. And if you'd like to see my last video, that should be right over there, and my Mavic Air 2 review video should be down there. But that's it for this video. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.